Okay. We're here for the new year, right? We're doing our annual. This is like our third time.
I think we've done this, yeah.
Our New Year's non-resolutions.
Yes. We're not calling them that because...
We don't do resolutions because resolutions are made to be broken.
For sure.
So we're doing our goals. Year's goals. We have goals.
Yeah.
So what's your goals, Kelly? You got a good
like
goal?
Some of them are similar. One of them is I need to read more.
You're so good with
the reading. Instead of scrolling, like scroll less, read more.
She's not going to be able to scroll as much because TikTok's going to get banned. And we're all going to be like...
That's basically... So I've been starting to like prepare myself and like trying to turn to the Kindle and reading something. It helps if you have something good to read, but yeah.
There's some good things out there.
Yeah.
I think we're all going to be scrolling less. So if that's your New Year's goal, that's going to happen, whether you like it or not.
Yeah.
Because there's not a good substitute.
Or will we just find a substitute at some point? I don't know. I was thinking this morning, this has nothing to do with the goals for the new year, but maybe some CEO out there will see this. And the goal would be to like get the people who own the TikTok to kind of like make a dupe, that's American owned, that we can just pretend just duplicate it for like the peeps over here, so you don't have to sell anything. And then I don't know, this is probably a dumb idea.
What I would like them to do is, if when they do this also has nothing to do with goals, is can you transfer over all the people I follow so I don't have to figure out who they are again?
Do you know? So somebody that we both follow was making a video about that this morning, and there is an app that she said that's what she said, that you automatically follow the people that you already follow and vice versa. And as they download the app and sign up, that she says that's how that works. I'm not going to give it any press time here because I don't know and haven't verified it, but I'll share it with you.
You will share it with me after this broadcast.
Yeah, and if you really want to know, then you know what?
DM.
Gosh darn it, you're going to have to DM us or make us a comment or something. So I will share with you there. But I think there is something like that maybe. I haven't investigated yet.
Oh, that would be amazing. That would be amazing.
That's
My number one goal is to stop being a marshmallow.
What does that mean?
I was talking to my best friend about it, and she goes, "You mean stop being a?" And she said a word that I'm like, I'm not putting that word out there. That's not a nice word. I feel like, so in my younger years, through my 20s, 30s, probably some of my 40s even, I was sort of known as being kind of like, as a man, I would have been seen as like strong and determined and whatever. But as a woman, I was seen as a bitch.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm going to use the word bitch.
Yeah.
But there were also times that I responded too quickly, both verbally and in print, like with emails and things like that. And I didn't think things through. And I responded in a way that wasn't necessarily the way, if I had given myself a minute, just give it a minute, that I might have thought better of how my response was. So I made a conscious decision. It was a goal that I had, like, I'm going to get better at this. And I think I went too far. So I think I got better about it, and to the point that I sometimes didn't respond, or I didn't stand up for myself the way I always have.
Right.
It's still in there.
Yeah.
It is still in me. And I'm like, I need to bring some of the hard ass back because I have gotten a little too soft.
Okay.
I've gotten a little too sweet, a little too nice. And I'm like, I shouldn't be so nice all the time. I do like the part where, especially in emails, I don't hit send right away or text. I think I read through it. I'm like, is this the best way? And I'll go in and I modify things.
I think that's one of your best, like the best parts is like you're so good at crafting those emails.
Oh, thanks.
And I've many a time utilized the service of Carolyn to help me craft a response because I'm just on there like,
that's how,
because that's how you feel on the inside, and your pulse is literally like you can feel it in your whole body. You're so angry.
Yes,
you're shaking. Yes, and then she's the calm one that will go and like the most. Like, it makes you sound like you have a PhD in human behavior. And I'm like, ooh, that's so good.
It's been a work. It's been a process to get there, but then I think it impacted other things, and it impacted how I respond to things when I shouldn't. And so I'm like, I'm too soft.
Okay.
I'm too soft. And I'm like, I need to bring some of the hardness back. And especially, so let's look at real estate in particular, because we both work in real estate. And I'm like, and I don't want to say this, but the rise of the male real estate agent. And if you look at that, I'm like, they are busy being soft. No. They're busy being likable. No. They don't care if you like them or not.
No.
And I'm not saying that's traditional gender roles, but in typically, you know, I think a lot of women, I've never been afraid of offending people in my past. That was one of my things. I just said it. I didn't care. I was very aggressive about it. And I backed off of that, not because I wanted to be more like other people, but just because I thought I'll be a kinder, gentler version of myself.
Yeah.
And I think I took that too far. But you look at that and I'm like, they're not, like, I'm going back in business. I need to go back to that.
Yeah.
I need to be harder.
Yeah. I feel that. Yeah.
Yeah. And if you don't like it, then take it elsewhere. New Year's goal.
Right.
Take it to us because, yes, we will represent you well, right?
Yeah, definitely, for sure.
That's how we represent you. So,
yeah. I think in, you know, the reading of the books, I don't know that I have another like work-centered goal. Obviously, we want to sell and do better than we did the year before. That's always the goal every year. So I don't think that that's anything different than normal. But like in life in general, like I slacked off so much this year in like my own fitness. You know, I'm not doing any exercise, and I get chastised by my provider every month when I visit. What are we doing for exercise? Vacuuming?
Yeah.
Does that count?
I
I did
think
get a
it's
weighted
hard.
vest to wear.
You did get a weighted vest?
I haven't tried it
That's supposed
yet.
to be good for osteoporosis, preventing osteoporosis.
I just bought that. So, yep, I have reached my middle-aged lady years.
I don't have one of those, and it would probably be good.
The box was heavy AF. I'm not going to lie. Like, getting that thing up the
What
stairs.
weight did you get? I heard
it's
you're supposed to start with a light one.
It's
and
only
then,
15 pounds. I'm like, that doesn't sound like a lot, but it felt like a lot.
I think 15 is
so.
like a pretty heavy one. I think you're supposed to start with a 5.
Oh, well, crap. Well, I feel like 5 pounds. Is that going to do anything?
I heard you're supposed to start with a 5.
Kelly's going to be in here with a
up.
broken back next time. We'll find out.
Start light.
Like, it was too hard.
Kelly's like, she's like, I'm going. I
am the type of person where when somebody tells me you need to be exercising, and I'm like, you don't know me. I don't have to do what you say until I make up my mind that I'm going to make time to do it.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know how you made time before, but
Well, before I wasn't cooking. That was the problem. I was ordering pre-cooked meals that were portioned out and ready to serve. All you had to do was heat meat, and the cooking takes up so much more time.
Cooking and cleanup is all the time.
It is, yeah. By the time I get home from work, and then like I must be in bed by 7 p.m., so I have 2 hours. That's all I got.
Gosh, Kelly.
I want to be in my...
How does that happen?
I want to be in my bed in jammies reading a book. That's the goal, right?
Yeah,
not
not
scrolling.
watching TikTok.
Not watching TikTok for at least a couple of hours before I have to go to bed.
I try and get into bed by 11. That's my goal.
Yeah.
I don't always make it. And sometimes at 2, I'm still like...
Yeah. I just like the solitude of it because like it's just me up there and I can have my quiet space without the dogs or my husband. And,
yes, I hear you.
Yeah. So he can like not come to bed at 7.
That's a good goal. Like...
Yes.
I don't know how the exercise fits in. I haven't been able to get exercise in. And I have my Peloton sitting there.
Yeah,
the treadmill.
Same.
Yeah.
I wake up and the tonal's staring at me on one wall and the bike is on the other one and they're judging me.
Yeah.
Like, hey, ain't seen
I'm
you
like,
in a
do
while.
I remember my password? That's what I wonder sometimes. Like, do you remember the password to log on?
You must reset password. I don't even know, like, the last time I've turned the machine on to do that, because, you know, they do the updates every so often.
Yeah.
I do have an app on my phone, which I took the Peloton one off, but the tonal one, it says, like, today's the day you have la 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 workout. And I'm like, you've been saying that to me for like a solid year now.
Did you turn off the Peloton?
I did.
Paying?
Yes, I did. But I didn't turn it
finally.
off for the tonal, which I don't remember why I didn't do that. I don't know. Because I was being optimistic. Like, well, we'll do that. I had lots of excuses this year to not.
Yeah.
It was like, oh, well, we'll do that after we
They
heal.
were valid, though.
They were valid.
I hate to say it, but they're valid. Like how, I don't know how people do everything.
It started, you know, not this year before with the melanoma. I'm like, oh, my leg is healing. I'm not allowed to do anything. The doctor said. So, you know, and then I just progressively would get more reasons why.
I don't know. I think they're all good reasons.
Yeah. You know, they're reasons.
They're good reasons. Yeah. It's very hard to fit everything in.
It is.
I think it's hard for anyone to fit everything in. And you people who are like, you're just lazy. We're not lazy.
No, I do a lot of other things.
We are the opposite of lazy.
For sure.
I don't have time to do all the things. So I'm at the age though, I'm like, I forgive myself for all that. I don't care.
You have to.
Yeah. Like I stopped getting up. I do work like a lot of nights and weekends, and I used to just still try and always be starting work at 8, and That's one I have accomplished.
You
this
work
year.
a lot later in the day, though.
Yeah,
You know,
I'm like, if I start by 10 a.m., we're doing good. Mm-hmm. And there are days that I still have to start at 8. And usually I am kind of working because I'm up.
well,
I
you're
still
up
get
doing other things, so
And
it's not
I'm
like you're
working.
ignoring everything,
Yeah.
like off in La La Land anywhere. You know,
I don't come in the office as early.
I think coming to the office is not the same as not working.
That
you
is
know?
true. That's true.
We
I
are
agree.
mobile workers. We can work from
We don't-
anywhere.
Yeah, we don't need to work from the
Yeah.
office.
I mean, I worked on vacation.
Maybe our goal is not to have a goal.
Is that the goal?
Our goal is to just have a good year.
The goal to have somebody besides me doing all the cleaning at my house, but also I don't want to hire a service because I'm very picky and nobody can do it the way that I do it.
Nobody does it the way you do it,
You
but
know.
I have somebody come every other week.
I know.
I can't.
I feel
I'm
like it
too
just
much
disrupted
time.
my peace the day of so much.
It is disruptive.
Because, you know, for me, it's like telling everybody else in the house, oh my God, pick up all of your stuff because how are they going to clean with all of your stuff laying everywhere?
My friend Leanne, shout out here. She said when her daughter was still home, she just shut the door. If her room wasn't ready, she'd shut the door, and the cleaning person knew if the door was shut, you didn't go in that
Yeah,
room.
well, that would be
That room didn't
fine
get
if
cleaned.
it was all contained to just only their room. That's the issue. It's like a trail of child things and husband things that are just left
That is
in the
true.
kitchen and the dining room.
That's
You
true.
know, like
you have to clean for the cleaning person. I do clean for
you
the
do.
cleaning
It's like a
person.
tidying up kind of situation that happens. Yeah, so that they can clean the surfaces.
And it does stress me out.
Yeah.
I'm like, I got to put everything away.
Yeah.
Nothing out on the counters and
Yeah, and then I have like the dog situation, so
Yeah.
I've further complicated things for myself here. It's a nut house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's okay. Yeah. We're gonna have a good year. I'm gonna have a good year.
Yes, that's the goal, to have a good year.
The goal
for
is
sure.
to have a good year. Real estate's tough business. I know people think it isn't, but it is extremely.
I've been reading and seeing in all the headlines that this is one of the most challenging years in real estate since 2008. Perhaps even more challenging, depending on what market you're in. And the fact that we both did as well as we did this year.
Yeah, it's amazing.
I'm so grateful.
Yeah, I'm grateful too, and I'm also wanting next year, and a lot of real estate markets throughout the country have recovered, but Florida is in a little different place, and we have a lot of condos, and the condo market's challenging, and I'm just hoping that next year is even better than this year.
Yeah,
So,
I hope so too. Yeah.
It will be.
Yeah.
It will be whatever we decide it'll be, whatever we make
I think,
happen.
yes, the mindset is definitely a key. You know, if you're positive about it,
Yeah.
the law of attraction,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
Yeah, what you think about, you bring,
about.
Yeah.
Yes.
So that's what we're going to set our intention to. And we hope that you'll join us on our podcast. We have a new set. What do you think
Yeah.
of our new set?
We'll see.
We've done
We'll
this
see
a
what we
couple
think
times.
about it. Yeah.
Yeah, what do we think of this? We want big chairs. We have to convince Alex. Alex, shout out to Alex.
If you're
Alex,
watching,
buy us some big chairs.
we'll
we wanna
send
be
samples.
Alex Cooper.
links. Yeah, we've got some links to send.
We send him some links. Can you buy us? This is my New Year's goal. Is for Alex to buy.
That's your goal.
It's for Alex to get us new chairs.
Persuasive writing.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm going to work on that. So anyway, all right. That's
We'll
it.
see you next time.
Okay. See you next time.
Cheers.